Welcome to the fifth virtual conference for the biomedical engineering education community, also known as BEEC. We're going to go ahead and get started. You might have noticed that we're recording. We're going to record some sections of this meeting, particularly the keynote and the presentations, although the authors of the presentations will determine whether they want to share those videos publicly later, but we'll still record them because we're going to be using that for judging, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So welcome all. We have a bit of a introduction of who's involved with BEEC, some announcements, a brief overview of what we're going to be seeing for BEEC 2024, and then some guideline and expectations. And that recording is a reminder for me to make sure that I am recording. So as always, I'd like to introduce the BEEC core team. My name is Alexis Ortiz-Rosario. I'm an associate professor of practice in BME at Ohio State, and I am currently the BEEC chair. One of my responsibilities is to holding up this event. So welcome everybody, and I'm going to have my colleagues present themselves. So Yanfen.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so excited to see everyone today. I'm Yanfen Lee. I'm an assistant professor in biomedical engineering at the University of Massachusetts Lowell. I'm already getting excited and speaking too fast. And I guess I'm the presentation research lead.
Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine. I'm an associate professor of teaching at the University of California, Irvine, in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, and I am the Share and Learn lead.
Very good. And I understand that Roza is currently in a class. So Roza.
No, she's right here.
No, she is in a class, but she's also in here.
Class for like 2 seconds to introduce myself.
Okay,
and
there you
I'll
go.
Be back like for the keynote speaker. So my name is Roza. I am a lecturer in the School of Biomedical Engineering in UBC. So perhaps the only Canadian member you see in the crew. And so I lead the membership spotlight. So I would really appreciate if you know anyone who is new into this role in this whole community of biomedical engineering educators. I would love to do an interview with them and spotlight them on the website. That would be great.
Very good. Thank you, Roza. So that is the core team. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight the Share and Learns. These are monthly events, but I'm gonna just have Christine, because she's the lead for those, present this.
Sure. So if you are interested, we host every month a monthly Share and Learn. This is a brown bag lunch time to get together and foster collaborations on research as well as education topics. So we host this every month on the third week, either on Wednesday or Thursday, so that we can be permitting of depending on your schedules. And if you're interested in leading any discussions, please do send me an email. My email is kingce@uci.edu, and I'll put it in for the chat for you afterwards. You can also, for more information, check out our monthly Share and Learns on beekvirtual.org/BEEC Share and Learns, and I put a QR code up there on the corner for you to click, and you can go there to register for the next Share and Learn, as well as see all of the past Share and Learns, both YouTube channels, presentations, and everything that we learned. Our next event will be on Thursday, March 21st from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern, and the topic will be entering leadership roles in BME education. We have some great leads who are going to be leading this 1-hour session. So Rachel Schmedlin from University of Michigan, Michelle Grimm from University at Albany, and Renata Ramos from Rice University. So I really hope to see you all there. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Christine. And Roza just sent me a message that she might be a little out, which is fine. So I'll talk about the membership spotlight. So we created this last semester with the intention of highlighting up and coming members of the BME teaching field. So this is something that Roza hosts every month and interviews, basically, like I mentioned, up and coming faculty that are starting off and have some interesting ideas and new innovations in the classroom. So we like to just highlight them and give them a spotlight, if you will. So if you are yourself interested or you want to nominate a colleague, I would encourage you to email Roza. Some of our past videos can be found on our YouTube channel, and I do want to thank Dr. Lizzie Mays, Dr. Kavan Karobi, Dr. Xiaolong Wang, and Dr. Ali Ansari for participating. They were our first 4 membership spotlight interviewees. So we're just looking forward to interview more people and getting to have the community welcome these up and coming faculty. So as always, I like to introduce other BME education communities, just so you understand and have a bit of context of just how large the education community is in BME. So the first one that I want to introduce is the Biomedical Engineering Education Journal. So it is a journal dedicated for publishing education topics related to BME. You can follow the link if you're aware of it or not. It's an incredible new tool for dissemination of research in engineering education specific to biomedical engineering. I also have to highlight the Biomedical Engineering Division at ASCE, the American Society for Engineering Education. They meet once a year during the conference to present abstracts and papers. So it's one way to basically present your ideas in the context of engineering education. Then we have the BMES education community, which does something similar to the BED, but in the context of BMES national meeting. And then lastly, the BME IDEA, which is more tailored towards innovation and design practices in BME. And that meeting happens every other year prior to BMES. So a lot of interesting things, a lot of ways in which you can publish and get your ideas out there. I like to say that BEEC represents this first playground of, hey, come to our meeting, share your ideas. Once you publish them, or once you polish them, then you can go up and try to publish in a conference, or if you are an awardee, you might be able to like work on a publication in the journal. So a lot of ways to kind of grow and, like I like to say, play in this area. I do want to tease that right now I am involved in an effort to create a community for graduate students and postdocs that is in the works. So we'll surely be advertising that through our channels and other channels as well. So some guidelines and expectations for the meeting. So we're going to be only using the main room for the main presentations. So I'm going to ask for only the host and speakers' mics to be on. So if you don't mind keeping your mics off to make sure that the conversation is smooth. Once you have questions, you can start posting them on the chat, or once the presentation is finished and we enter that QA, we can actually have the mics be turn off or turn on, depending. For the breakout rooms, once the presentations happen, we will have more of an open discussion with participants talking and stuff like that. But that is only going to be happening after the presentations. We'll get to that when we get there. So this is a bit of a agenda. We went through the remarks. We're going to kick off the keynote in a little bit because we're running a little bit late, 1 minute. Then we have a panel discussion, both the keynote and the panel discussion on generative AI in the classroom. And then we're going to have the presentation session number 1 that is going to run from 2 to 3 p.m. And then we have a second presentation block that is going to be running from 3 to 4 p.m.